Hi everyone, welcome back to Blue Water Reseller. My name is Leanna and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark Canada and Poshmark US. I'm going to link those closets down below. Today we're going to talk about packaging and shipping and have a bit of a comparison video for you. I was inspired to do this by Amber Resells, who is an American reseller. She has done similar videos in the past with Poshmark US, and I wanted to try it with Poshmark Canada to see what the Canadians have going on in packaging. I'm going to link Amber's channel down below as well. Go give her a look-see. She's actually very excellent at what she does. This is what I did. I bought from 4 different Posh closets over the course of a weekend. I bought 3 items on Friday and I bought a 2-piece bundle on Sunday. I spent approximately the same amount of money in each closet, give or take $1 or $2, because I wanted the packages to have an even playing field. I didn't think it would be fair if I bought a $10 item and then compared it to a $100 item. I don't think that's a fair comparison. All the packages arrived safely. All of the actual packages were in good repair. Nothing was broken. I accepted 3 of the packages and gave them 5-star ratings even before I opened. And 1 package I just accepted, and I'll get to why in a minute. We're going to talk about shipping, and when I talk about shipping, I'm talking about the time it takes the seller to ship the item. We're not going to talk about how long it takes Canada Post to get a package from point A to point B. We're talking about the actual shipping of the seller. I ship same or next day, but I also have the luxury of living 2 minutes from my post office, and it's a real post office. I don't know if that makes a difference. But I'm lucky that way. So I can ship every single day and it's no inconvenience to me. 3 of my packages were shipped same or next day. When you ship the same day, please keep in mind that buyers have a 3-hour window. I believe it's when they actually buy something at full price. I'm not 100% sure about that one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they have a 3-hour window where they can cancel that order. So if you ship out too fast and somebody wants to cancel, then it's going to be a lot of work to get your package back. So just try to keep that in mind. The 1 package that I ordered Friday, I ordered it, I believe it was Friday evening. It had not been marked as shipped as of the following Thursday. Now, if you're new to Poshmark, maybe you're not aware, but after 3 days, Poshmark will email the seller and say, hey, ship your item. And that is a little reminder for the seller, but the buyer also gets an email telling us that Poshmark has reminded them to ship. So come Thursday morning, it still hasn't been marked as shipped. So I did reach out to the seller. I wanted to know where my package was, what's going on, like, is there an issue, whatever. And kudos to the seller. They did get back to me really fast and told me that they had put the item into a mailbox and they would talk to their post office on Friday to find out what was going on. And they did get back to me on Friday and said the post office has informed them that when you use the box, the mailbox, it takes a couple of days for the item to actually be scanned. And my item should be scanned soon and should be to me by mid next week. So this is like a week after I've purchased the item. And I had to reach out to the seller. And the item scanned actually the Monday, which is 10 days after I purchased. And I received it on Wednesday, which is 12 days after I purchased. Which I wasn't thrilled about. The package was bought in the same province, so it would have gotten to me quite fast because other ones that I purchased did. So I wasn't happy with the fact that I had to reach out. I think it's up to the seller to communicate with the buyers. Make your buyers feel important. Pardon me. Make them feel heard and like they matter. That's very important as a seller to do. So I got all my packages. I get home delivery. Excuse me a second. Last year's Posh Fest. I have a covered porch. I get home delivery. I have a covered porch. All the items are out of the elements when they get to me, which is good for me. But you don't know where these packages are going. You don't know if they have a covered porch or they get delivered to the post office or they get a card in the mail and they need to go to the post office. You don't know if it's going to be sitting out on their front step in the middle of a rainstorm or snowstorm or wind or whatever else we get here in Canada. Keep that in mind when you package. All of my packages, 3 poly mailers in the box, none had any extra layer of protection, which I can understand in a poly mailer because if you get a good quality poly mailer, your item's going to be safe. But in a box, if it's sitting out in the rain, you do run that chance that that box is going to get wet, and that means the items are going to be wet, which means that your customer is going to be unhappy because they want their items and they don't necessarily want to do an extra job with them. Pardon me again. The box was in good condition. It was a reused box, but it was really good condition. And it did have a couple of barcode stickers on it. And the seller scratched the barcode so that it could not be scanned again, which is really good. Now, if you can take those off the box, that's even better. But the fact that they took that step to scratch off the barcode is, I think, a nice thing to do. Canada Post is going to get busy, and the risk of having that barcode scanned instead of your shipping label barcode scanned, it's probably minimal, but why run the risk? The poly mailers I received were, regular poly mailers. One had flamingos. It's really cute, and I like it. They're all in pretty good quality poly mailer. When you shop for poly mailers, get a good quality poly mailer. I understand you want to save money, but in the long run, if you are having returns because the poly mailers are ripped and something happened to the item, if you're getting a lot of those returns, you might need to get a better quality poly mailer. Another thing about poly mailers is all the ones I received did have room for me to cut open the poly mailer, which is key. I have seen so many YouTube and Instagram videos where people will take their poly mailers and they'll put their item in the poly mailer and then they'll wrap it really, really tight. Really, really tight. And how is your buyer supposed to open that without damaging the item? And if they do damage the item and they open up a case, the seller's partially to blame for the way that they packaged it because they made it very hard for the buyer. Make it easy for your buyers. Make it not even a worry for your buyers. As you see, I use just plain white poly mailers. They're good quality. They're from a company called Uline. They're just a business supply company, and I'm sure everybody has them somewhere. These ones I like because they have this perforated line here, and I write tear here to open, and you just have to tear it open. No scissors, no knives, no nothing. It's safe, and knock on wood, I have not had any issues yet. So keep that in mind with poly mailers, and see what you can get. I also, when I package things in plastic. I know. But I want the item to get to the customer safely. And if they're not protected, you run the risk that that item will be damaged. You don't want your items damaged. You want the customer happy. You want the customer to enjoy what they get and no hassles. I do wrap everything. However, that's also because I use this tissue paper. And because it's got a dye on it and it's not just a plain white, if it gets wet, it runs the risk of leaking or bleeding, and you don't want that going on clothing either. I got colored tissue paper and everything, like I said, was fine. And I can reuse all of the tissue paper I got. I can actually use the box, which I think I've already done. And 2 of the poly mailers for sure I can reuse. One, I have to see if I can get the shipping label off because they taped it on really well, which is actually great because it means that it got to me very well. So remember that. Cards, I got a card like this. Only 3 packages had any sort of note or card. So this one it's just a pre-printed one. It has thanks for your order, check out my closet again type of thing on the back. And these are nice. They're really easy for the seller because you just have to pop that in with your package and you're done. I actually use thrifted note paper and my business card. I write a little, thank you for shopping with me, have a nice day type of message, and I like doing that, and it works for me. It takes a couple seconds extra, but that's okay. I also got a couple of cards. Now, I like these cards. They might be a little more expensive, but if you are a part-time seller, I think they're well worth it. But these are great because what you can do is you can take the front off, rip it up, just rip it. And then you can write your own message here, and it's a thank you card now for your packages, so I can reuse it. Like I've said, I can reuse probably 98% of what packaging material that I got, which I think is excellent. And I mean, really and truly, waste is not waste until you waste it. And that's sort of my motto, and that's what I try to keep in mind when I'm packaging. Now, do you add in any extras with your packages? I got I got some stickers, which are really cute, and they're floral, and I like flowers, but I don't know what I'm going to do with stickers. But it's nice. Is it necessary? No. I know people that do scrunchies, and I know people that do little candies and things like that. And I mean, that's all very nice and good, and they're trying to promote a certain, feeling that you get when you open your package, and I think that's great. And if you are into doing that and it's something you can afford to do and you want to do that, go right ahead. Every once in a while, if I have a large order, I might add in an extra pair of earrings or something, but it doesn't happen often. Really, for me, the main points when you package is you ship as fast as you possibly can. You package in good quality, non-dirty, clean packaging. You make sure the item gets to the customer as safely as possible, and it gets there as fast as possible. And that way you make your customer happy, and hopefully that makes you happy because you get 5 stars and you get your money, which is great. So that's it for today. I'd like to know how you guys package down below. If you want to let me know, that'd be wonderful. I will be back next week. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but hey, we're going to try something new probably. We have, at the end of this video, a little montage of me opening the packages that I received. It's my first attempt at editing, so why not? I hope everyone has a fun week, and I will see you next time. Bye.